Blaseball is so fucking back. Not really, but might as well be. Okay, so give me one moment here. Uh, we are playing MMOLB, Massively Multiplayer Online League Baseball, I believe is the acronym. So it is. It's Blaseball, but there is an extra angle where there's minor league teams that you make. And I cannot be more excited. So I started making my team, but then I was like, no, I want to stream this because I'm that excited about it. So we are making the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters, who's a compromise between multiple personalities and anteaters. Currently, oh, we started with number 42. Fantastic. We have as catcher Brandy Umar. Oh, it doesn't say the things that made me pick them. That's fine though. So basically, I was very concerned with for catcher wanting to make them like good defense. First base, I wanted to make them pretty reactive, and I think good. Well, definitely good defense. Two, very reactive, because I want them to be able to catch any sort of like line balls that go into the outfield. Third base, I wanted defense as well. I'm just saying defense over and over again. Let's just draft a new player for shortstop. So here is the three players that you get to draft for your next position. I believe they're all randomly generated. We have Alicia Castillo, Isla Wise, and Fauna Nagashima. Alicia Castillo is a switch hitter, throws right. She likes jiu-jitsu and dislikes shuffleboard. Alicia Castillo has some promising traits but needs refinement. This player usually bats near the bottom of the lineup. They're also not lucky. This player is decent at batting. They are extremely strategic and extremely lofty. Strategic, that was the other thing I wanted for first base. Extremely strategic and extremely lofty, but not consistent and not perceptive. The defense is a work in progress for this player. They are very reactive and extremely composed, but not acrobatic and not nimble. This player is decent at pitching. They are quite accurate and extremely precise, not powerful and not unpredictable. Yeah, let's go Blaseball. Hello, Rem. They're quite accurate, extremely precise, but not powerful, not unpredictable. They're a capable base runner. They're extremely fast, but moderately distracting. I'm interested to know what some of these actually do. Hello, Jay, as well. So let me, I feel like I need like a notepad up here to just have it like all quickly visible for me. What major team did I pick? I picked the Toronto Northern Lights. I was considering the St. Louis Archers, but ultimately decide on the Northern Lights. If they let me switch, I might switch, but we'll see. So AC, promising bottom bat, not lucky, decent batting, extreme strategic, extreme lofty. I don't really know what lofty means. Not consistent, not perceptive. Defense WIP. Very reactive. Oh, it's extremely composed. Not acrobatic. Not nimble. Decent pitching doesn't matter. Quite accurate. Extremely precise. That's good. Not powerful. Not unpredictable. Capable base runner. Extremely fast. And moderately distracting. So, I might as well just have my, make it like display capture. I think this one's it. Yeah, okay, and then put that under here. So I have my notepad up here for AC. There seems to be like 6 levels of skill where it's like not moderate, no, decent, moderate, extremely fast, and moderately distracting. Isn't that the name of that 9/11 movie? Definitely. And thank you for the 4 months, Jay. Moderate, quite, very, maybe capable. Extremely? I think those are like the 6 or 7 levels. So essentially, they are 0 out of 7, or 1 out of 7 for lucky, 2 out of 7 for batting, 7 out of 7 for strategy, 7 out of 7 for lofty, 1 out of 7 for consistent, 1 out of 7 for perceptive rather. Oh, work in progress, that's the other thing. I think work in progress is like a different thing, because it says like promising traits but needs refinement, and then there's like solid player with potential to grow. So there's like 2 tiers for that. I want to make a good team is why I'm analyzing this so hard. So very reactive, let's say 6 out of 7. Extremely composed, 7 out of 7. Not acrobatic, 1 out of 7. 1 out of 7. Okay, as a proper Blazeballer, yeah. I was quite sad that I was in the, not the very beginning of Blaseball, but early Blaseball, and then the last couple Blaseball. Uh, quite, let's say 5 out of 7. And this is my guessing. Unless I can like peek and what happens if I press F12? I don't think that'll do it. Okay. Hi, Red Seraph. We are playing not Blaseball. MMOLB, Massive Multiplayer Online League Baseball. You get to uh, not only pick your major league team like Blaseball, you make a minor league team. So we've got the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters here. Compromise between multiple personalities and anteaters. Capable is like 4 out of 7. 7 out of 7. That's a lot of 7 out of 7s. So, I don't know, she runs the gamut here. If I use my arguing skills to find my stats, you know? You do what you have to do. Let's open up a second fucking notepad. So here we've got AW, Isla Wise. Bats right, throws right, likes roller coasters, and dislikes beach volleyball. Promising. Bats in the middle, between the middle and bottom, mid, bottom. Extremely lucky. Luck, 7 out of 7. Decent batting. Batting 2 out of 7. Very perceptive and very insightful. Percep. Very is like 6 out of 7. Insight, 6 out of 7. Personal rule is that if anyone had a completely different sport in their likes, I insta-locked. Insta-locked in. Okay, very insightful, not accurate, and not strong. My team is like half made up of people who like hockey and volleyball and tennis. It's really funny. Defense, WIP. And this is a shortstop. I do want better defense. Does the last person have better defense? Decent at defense. They're acrobatic and agile. Okay, hang on. Picked on good names, high luck, and likes, dislikes I agreed with. If you dislike Legos, I don't care how hard you hit. Damn. I like the strategies that, or I guess lack thereof, that other people are doing. Okay, defense is a work in progress. Quite nimble. Nimble, 5 out of 7. Very patient. Not composed. And not acrobatic. Yeah, work in progress feels low. But it feels like there's 3 tiers for those. Have you seen actively bad? I've not seen actively bad. Like, I think it's been work in progress, decent, strong. And then I think there's only 2 levels for like overall, like promising traits and then solid player. Pitching. I don't care about pitching because they're not a pitcher. Extremely commanding. Also, not every player has every stat, it seems. Aggressive, 7 out of 7. Work in progress is higher than something like terrible, yeah, true. Not powerful. Oh, barely. I haven't seen barely. Oh no, this throws off my whole scale. So that barely is like a 2 out of 7. So I think it goes not, barely, decent, moderate, capable, quite, very, and extremely. Does that sound right? I think capable is better than moderate. I don't even know if you can see any of this fucking text. But that's fine. I'm reading it. They're a liability on the bases. I don't know whether it's like a liability for us or for the other team. Not powerful and barely accurate. I don't think I want Isla Wise for shortstop. I'm sorry, Isla. How about Fauna Nagashima? Oop. All right, FN. She bats left, throws left, likes running marathons, dislikes obstacle courses. Solid player. Solid. Player usually bats between mid and bottom. Very lucky. So 7 out of 8 luck. Luck, 7 out of 8. Man, I should... Should I make a spreadsheet? Oh, let's be bad. Hang on. Unable to... Okay, so... Going to have... Move this to a new window. This here, this here. Okay. And I'll move my own face. Ooh, I don't know what I just moved there. Here we go. So, let's see. We're deciding between Alicia and Fauna. Player overall. Okay, hang on. Here we have AC, FN. Oop, FN. Overall, promising, strong. Then we have batting order. Bottom, mid, bottom. Luck. AC is not lucky, so 1 out of 8. Or I'll just write 1. And Fauna is extremely lucky, so 7. Sorry, very lucky, 7. Batting. Hang on, I gotta bring up my little chart here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, bring that over here. Okay, batting. Decent at batting, so decent is a 3. And decent at batting 3. Okay. Strategic. Lofty. I'm just writing out these. Consistent. Receptive. Defense. Reactive. Composed. Acrobatic. Nimble. Pitching. Accurate. Precise. Powerful. Unpredictable. Base running. Fast. Distracting. And then, is there anything in here that was not receptive, accurate, strategic, resilient? Defense, acrobatic, agile. Did I write agile? Nimble, I think I have, yeah. Pitching, commanding. Commanding, aggressive, unpredictable, accurate, fast, aggressive. Extremely aggressive and not aggressive. Oh, these are different. Like, hang on. This changes everything. Because it's giving you like their overall batting, and then these are the 4 traits that they have for batting. This is their overall defense. Here are their 4 traits for defense. They're decent at pitching. Here are their 4 traits for pitching. Here's their base running. Here are their true traits for base running. Okay. That's different. Yeah, I think there are axes to it. Oh god. I don't know how to do this in a spreadsheet. Okay, we're going to... Lord help me, I'm making multiple sheets. Okay, so this one is... This one is overall traits. And we're going to put overall batting lineup, luck, and then their like overalls. Hi Riley, we're puzzling this out. Yeah, it's a shame that you can't go back and look at them. And then this is batting. Batting, defense. Need one more. Pitching, base running. And then that's it. Okay. So, get rid of all of this shit. Defense, pitching, base running. So we need like a second tier here for the overalls. So like this is the detailed strats. And these are the overall ones. So it's like decent, work in progress, and strong, I think. So 1 is work in progress, 2 is decent, 3 is strong. So that means that their batting... Okay, so Lisia's batting is a 2 out of 3. Her defense is a 1 out of 3. Pitching is a 2 out of 3. And base running... Ah, fuck. Capable base runner, motherfucker. Decent, I think capable is 3 then. And 4 is strong. So hang on. This will probably get faster. So, decent at batting. So 2 out of 4. Hello, Kaylee as well. Oh, we've got all the writing server people. Defense is a work in progress. That's 1 out of 4. decent at pitching. So 2 out of 4 for pitching. Base running is 3 out of 4. And then Fauna is decent at batting, decent at defense, decent at pitching, and not this player's strength. I guess 0 out of 4 for base running. My team was all luck, and that didn't seem like that was the move. 1 game sample size. Fair. Interesting. Why is this one all the way on the left? These decimal places. Oh, Lord, hang on. There we go. Oh, no, hang on. Okay. And then detailed. This is ACFN. Can you, like, stack sheets? Probably not. No. Okay, so batting. We have strategic, lofty. Okay, these make sense as more like specific stats than like overall personality traits. Consistent, perceptive. And then does she have any different ones? Perceptive, accurate, and resilient. So AC is an 8 out of 8 for strategic, 8 out of 8 for lofty, not consistent, so 1 out of 8, not perceptive, 1 out of 8. And then Fauna, extremely perceptive, extremely accurate, not strategic, and not resilient. And then we'll have to assume that it's 0 for anything that's not listed. Okay. And then defense, we have, let me see, FN. Reactive, composed, acrobatic, nimble, agile, and armed. Okay, here we have, so very reactive and extremely composed. That's 7 out of 8. Oops, hang on. 7, oh. I don't have my numlock on. Where is it on this keyboard? Here it is. 7 out of 8. Composed. 8 out of 8. Not acrobatic and not nimble. 1 out of 8, 1. 1 out of 8. And then these are both 0. Fauna is very acrobatic and extremely agile. And then not armed and not nimble. Then the rest is 0. Pitching we don't really care about, but I will still write down the stats. Accurate, precise, powerful, unpredictable, commanding, aggressive. So it seems there are 6 and you get 4. Then base running, we have you get 2 of these. Fast, distracting, aggressive. It seems maybe you get 2 of 3. Maybe there's 4. So extremely fast, moderately distracting. Let's say 8 out of 8 and 4 out of 8. And then fauna is barely fast and not aggressive. Base running is not this player's strength. Okay. Barely fast. So 2 out of 8. Okay, that's a fairly big weak point for fauna. So I mean we have 2, 1, 2, 3 here. What's the average? And then 2, 2, 2, 0. And then individually, do we care about like strategy for batting? Loftiness is like maybe like shooting for the stars essentially. I would like a consistent batter ideally. Perception is good. Accuracy. Do I care about accuracy in batting? Not really. Resiliency for batting. I mean, if you're strategic or perceptive, I would kind of want you to be resilient. Perceptive for batting is very good. For defense, being reactive for defense on shortstop sounds good. Composure sounds good. Acrobatic and nimble, do I care about that for shortstop? I would want that more for like a second base. Then base running, she's a stronger base runner. I think we're going with Alicia Castillo. I might as well write down her pitching just in case. Accuracy. Quite accurate and extremely precise. Quite is 6 out of 8. And 8 out of 8 for precise. Not powerful, not unpredictable. Okay. Then 0 and 0. Okay. So I do think that we're going with Alicia Castillo, number 63. Switch hitter, throws right, likes jiu-jitsu, dislikes shuffleboard. Drafted. Next. Now that we've got this, we can go a little faster, I think. And let's get rid of fauna here. Insert run one row. Nope. Insert run row above. Position. Shortstop. So who have we got here next? We have CE, KD, and AP. And this is for left field. Ooh, we have the outfield now. It's a shame I didn't get the stats for the other ones. Okay, so overall, solid, solid, and solid. Okay. Going to have a good left field. Batting order, top, mid. Hey, Clan. Remember, above all else, to choose what based on what would be funny. That is true. Batting our top mid. Top mid. And top mid. And so far, they're looking kind of similar. Extremely lucky. I guess I just wrote 5, 8. 8 out of 8. Moderately lucky, so 4 out of 8. And quite lucky, 6 out of 8. Batting, decent, decent, and decent. Cool. Defense, work in progress, so 1 out of 4. Decent at defense, 2 out of 4. And decent at defense, 2 out of 4. Okay. Pitching. Now I'm trying to remember, where did they put Claudia when she played softball? Because that's the outfield position that matters the least. I think she was right field. So I think we need a better left field than a right field because most people bat right. So it's going to go to the left. Okay. Um, Strong in pitching. God damn, I wish you were a pitcher. Decent at pitching. I was also put in the right field the very short time I played baseball. Yeah. And decent at pitching. And then base running. Pitching gets by on base paths. Motherfucker, what is gets by? Is that between decent and capable? Maybe that's between work in progress and decent. I have to change my entire thing. It's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 1 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 5 out of 5. And I believe they all get by. Okay. Alright. Not 25. I picked flowers in right field. We used to draw pictures in the dirt as shortstop, I believe. The couple of times they put us there. Okay, get rid of fauna. Grass is out of here. Okay. Batting, we have CE, KD, AP. Okay. Might as well just copy paste. Okay. Batting. Decent batting. Extremely lofty, extremely resilient for CE. But not strong and not crafty. Crafty? Oh my god. That's strong. Strong I don't even have here. Not strong, not crafty. The rest is 0. Okay, you are quite intimidating and disciplined. Team-focused and strategic? Okay, decent, intimidating, quite intimidating, very disciplined. So 6 and 7, quite intimidating, fairly disciplined, not team focused and not strategic. And everything else is 0. Then you, Albert Parsons, extremely crafty and extremely consistent. I like consistent. But not agile and not aware. Oh my god. Nope, I was looking at defense. Okay. But not resilient and not strong. Okay, so it looks like KD is the weakest overall for batting. Because everyone else has 8s and 1s, and they have 6, 7, and 1. Defense. Defense. Quite aware and very composed. I don't have aware. Composed. Not patient and not acrobatic. And this one, patient, composed, reactive. Yeah. Acrobatic, reactive, agile, aware. Okay. I think I have all of these. So let's see. Reactive. Anyway, CE, they're quite aware and very composed. Quite aware. 6 and 7, quite aware. Very composed. But patient involves swinging at balls, yeah, definitely. For batting, at least. Actually, patient isn't a batting one. Patient is defense, so I don't know their attention span. Whether they're or not they're picking flowers in the outfield. But not patient and barely composed. And barely composed, too. Wait. Not patient, not acrobatic. Okay. I'm looking at different people here. And then where is their 6 here? Quite aware and very composed. Then everything else is 0. KD. Quite acrobatic and very reactive. Not patient, barely composed. Oh. Am I still up here? Didn't say I disconnected, but the chat kind of disconnected. AP. Extremely acrobatic. Extremely reactive. Ooh. I'm here, okay. Despite everything, I'm still here. Not agile, not aware. Okay. I think AP is the strongest defense. For pitching, we're not concerned with that as left field. Base paths. Quite fast, but not sneaky. Quite fast. 6 out of 8 for fast. And 1 out of 8 for sneaky. 0-0. KD is aggressive, but not distracting. Moderately distracting, but not aggressive. Okay, AP is the weakest base runner. These two are... I don't know. Okay, so... what do we care about for batting? Well, let's look at defense first, since we're picking a left field. For defense, we have high composure and high awareness for CE. High reactive and high acrobatic. I think for defense, I like AP, followed by CE. For batting, lofty and resilient, but not crafty or strong. AP, I kind of think that KD is out. I'm willing to delete KD here. Okay. Does anyone know if the pitcher hits in this game? Is this American or National League? Okay, so batting, I like consistent, I like crafty. Strong, I can take or leave. Resilient, I don't really care about. Ideally, you hit a home run on the first ball. For defense, not terribly aware and not terribly agile, but acrobatic and reactive. I would rather have aware. Repeat the question. Does the pitcher hit in MMOLB? And then base running, fast and sneaky versus distracting and aggressive. Lofty and resilient. Ah, this is tough. Pitchers do hit. Okay. I think. Okay. Well, let's look at their interests here as well. So, and their batting. Caroline I bats left, throws right, likes baton twirling, dislikes collecting toys. Albert Parsons is a switch batter, throws left, likes teaching, and dislikes animation. Load bearing, I think, yeah. Oh my god, have we spent nearly an hour on this already? We've picked one player. If after all this I don't have the best goddamn MMOLB team, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be a little salty. The multiple anteaters are going places. Okay. I think overall, I like the consistency of Albert Parsons. So even though you don't like animation, welcome to the team, Albert. Uh, I think you need to balance this out by having like one person you pick with your eyes closed. True. I forgot to write down their pitching. Whatever. Okay. Next up, we're picking center field? Yes. Kibbles Dlamini. KD, again. Beatrice Patel, BP. And Kelly Darlington, KD. Again, live KDs. Kibbles bats left, throws left, likes pirates, and dislikes typewriter restoration. Beatrice Patel bats left, throws left, likes engraving, dislikes card games. Kelly Darlington bats right, throws right, likes songwriting, dislikes trombone. I really like the likes and dislikes. I think that's a great touch. So this is center field. Solid player. Solid player, solid player. Cool. And then batting order, bottom, mid, bottom, and top. Okay, luck. Quite lucky. 6 out of 8. Moderately lucky. 4 out of 8. And not lucky. Good to know. Okay, decent at batting. 3 out of 5. Decent at batting. And decent at batting. Good to know. Defense. Decent at defense. Decent at defense. Decent at defense. Decent at pitching. Decent at pitching. And decent at pitching. Really balanced players so far. Capable base runner. Gets by. And gets by. I mean, so far, KD is the strongest overall. So for batting, defense, pitching, base running. All right, batting. Extremely perceptive, extremely strong, but not insightful, god damn it. And extremely strong. Not perceptive, or not insightful, not disciplined. BP is extremely resilient and extremely insightful. But not crafty and not strategic. KD is extremely resistant and extremely consistent. Are you taking this very seriously? Your opponents are gonna know what to hit him. iPad picked entirely off vibes and likes, dislikes. I'm I am a I'm moneyballing this. Where was I? Consistent. Resilient and no? Yeah, resilient and consistent, but not insightful and barely crafty. Okay. I like secondary KD. I don't really care about resiliency and insightfulness for batting. Let's see how defense is, but I might be cutting BP here, and it will be down to Kelly and Kibbles. Uh, decent defense, quite patient and extremely aware. Is quite 6. But not acrobatic and barely armed. Uh, BP is very nimble, very agile, not aware, not acrobatic. Not acrobatic. Okay, very nimble, very agile. Oops. Then not aware, not acrobatic. Kelly, very armed and very agile. What league are you in? I don't know. I haven't checked. I'll check after this. What's your like favorite? The Toronto Northern Lights is my major league team. Oh, okay. Yeah, I picked Toronto Northern Lights. I was considering the St. Louis Archers, but ultimately went with Northern Lights because I was like, I think that's cooler. That was the one I picked on Vibes. Puts you in Maple League. I like Maple. Where was I for this? KD defense. Not reactive and barely acrobatic. Whoops. Not reactive, barely acrobatic. Also, bye, Jay. Hope you have a good work. Thank God I don't have to play against you. Is anyone else here in Maple League? Am I about to beat anyone in the server's ass? Hopefully. Um, BP kind of saves it with defense a little. I like nimble and agile. Uh, I do also like agile and armed. Is that like your strength? How many guns you have on the field, maybe? Quite fast and moderately aggressive for base running. Quite fast is 6. Moderate is 4. My old roommate is in Maple. Yes, let's go. He lives in Toronto. Oh, that's cute. Very sneaky, but not distracting. Moderately distracting, but not sneaky. Sneaky is interesting. I like fast, though. Fast and aggressive is pretty good. What is your defense? Your defense is aware and patient. Batting is strong and perceptive, but not disciplined. Not disciplined is kind of a deal breaker. Fast and aggressive though on the bases. But are you even going to get on the bases if you're not disciplined? Okay, BP, you're resilient and insightful. You're not the strongest batter. I like nimble and agile. Uh, and you're sneaky. Ooh, it's so I think final KD is out. I think it's first KD. What are your pitching stats for the record? Yeah, I think we're getting kibbles here. Extremely precise, extremely deceptive. I don't even have deceptive. And not what is it? Not unpredictable and not aggressive. Okay. Yeah, I think welcome to the team, number 14, Kibbles de la Mini. Likes pirates, dislikes typewriter restoration. Do not give this person a typewriter. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more players to pick. I don't have anything to do for 2 more hours. All right. We're picking right field next. Right field, I want a strong batter. I don't care about defense. That is my promise to you, the fans. The viewers, I don't know. So we have Omari Ballard. Make sure you finish by the end of the night. Yeah. Sienna Boom. And Carlos Day. Carlos likes crosswords, dislikes ventriloquism. Sienna likes graphic design, dislikes comic books. And Omari likes forklifts and dislikes soccer. We're getting improve your team currency in like 12 hours. Oh, shit. Thank you, Rem. Okay, so this is right field. Here we have solid. Solid. And promising. Batting order. Bottom. Bottom. And mid-bottom. Luck. Quite lucky. Barely lucky. And quite lucky. Batting. Decent at batting. Decent at defense. Whoop, not 3 out of 85. Decent at pitching. Gets by on base paths. Not this player's strength. Let's say 0 out of 5 for base running for let's go in order here. SB. Decent at batting. Decent at defense, decent at pitching, capable base runner. It's pretty good. Or 385 for all of these. Batting. Decent batting. Decent defense. Decent pitching. And not good at base running. 0 out of 5. We're at 385 here again. I'm looking at SB right now. And I think the base running takes Carlos Day right out for me. Very sneaky, but not fast. What else do you have? Extremely perceptive and extremely accurate, but not strong and not intimidating. He's also promising and not solid. Carlos, I'm sorry. There's no place for you on this team. Okay, so batting. OB. Very accurate and extremely consistent. I like that. Not lofty and not disciplined. Ooh. Oop. And then SB, very lofty, extremely crafty. But not insightful and not perceptive. I don't even know what insightful really means here. Defense. Quite composed and extremely nimble. But not agile and not acrobatic. SB is quite armed and extremely nimble. And not composed and not agile. Base running. Extremely aggressive, but quite fast. But quite fast? Their lower stat is but? Or their lower stat is quite? Shit. Armed and nimble. Crafty and lofty. We're going Sienna Boom. Number 77. Likes graphic design, dislikes comic books. Sienna, I have high hopes for you. I think that you may be an extremely weird player, but you might just be this team's star. I forgot to... I think she was aggressive and sneaky. Oops. Okay. Next up. Freeze column. Next up, we're doing pitchers. Designated hitter, pitchers don't hit. So we only care about base running and batting and luck. This is great to know. So we have Erica Happ, Violet Amai, and Kamiko Wood. And this is DH, DH, DH. Overall, solid, solid, and solid. Batting order. Bottom of the lineup. Mid-bottom. Bottom. Luck. Not lucky. Not lucky. Not lucky. Wow. Batting. Decent at batting. Strong in defense. That's a shame. Decent at defense. I know I'm not really looking here. Gets by on base paths. Gets by 2 out of 5. Batting. Decent at batting. Capable base runner. Gets by on base running. Decent at batting. I'm really liking Violet here so far. Fuck the spreadsheet for a minute. Extremely team focused for batting and extremely insightful but not perceptive and not resilient. Okay. Extremely team focused and extremely insightful. Team focused for batting? Like they'll go for like a sacrifice? Quite crafty, very strong, not consistent, not insightful. Very strong is good. But not consistent is pretty bad. Not perceptive, not resilient. Okay, EH, VI, KW. Copy this. Okay. EH is quite crafty, very strong. A 6 and a 7. Extremely team focused and extremely insightful. What is this one? But not aware. Not consistent, not insightful. And you are not perceptive, not resilient. And then you are extremely lofty and extremely consistent. I like extremely consistent. But not team focused and not accurate. For base running, Very sneaky, but not distracting. Okay. Extremely sneaky, but not aggressive. Oh. And then extremely distracting, but barely aggressive. Extremely distracting? Oops. KW. It's gotta be Kamiko Woods. Bats right, throws left, likes trumpet, dislikes home security, number 93. See, we're going faster now. We get it now. Didn't even bother looking at pitching because they're not going to be pitching. SP1, starting pitcher 1. Okay. Boop, boop. SP1. And this is Josephine Schneider, Nate Gunther, and L. Kushrenada. Kushrenada? I like that they their first name is just L. We have solid, promising. Batting order. We don't care because we have a designated hitter. Extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. And not lucky. Oh, it doesn't even say batting. Decent at pitching. And strong in defense. Strong in pitching. And decent in defense. Decent pitching, decent defense. I'm sorry, L, you're out. You're too weak. You're a liability on the bases. I've never even seen that before. Okay. LS and NG. Okay. Defense for LS. Or sorry, JS. Did I write LS before? No. So defense. Or, well, pitching actually goes first for the pitchers. Decent pitching. Extremely unpredictable and extremely accurate. Ooh. But not sharp. And not commanding. NG is extremely unpredictable and extremely accurate. But not enduring and not precise. I do want an enduring pitcher. Base running, I don't care about. Defense. Strong in defense. They're very nimble and extremely composed. But barely patient and barely reactive. Barely reactive does not sound good. For defense, Nate is very patient and extremely armed. But not composed and not nimble. And they both have 8 out of 8 luck. Pitching. Accurate and unpredictable is pretty good. Oh, but they both have it. Not precise. Accurate, but not precise. Low accuracy, low precision. High precision, low accuracy. High accuracy, low precision. Okay. Did you say armed? Yeah. I don't know what it means. I think it's like how hard you can throw. I think it's more armed with a cannon than like with a knife. I'm leaning towards Nate. I like armed and patient, but composed and nimble is good. And they have 2 out of 8s for their other defenses. Unpredictable and accurate. Not commanding and not sharp. I mean, they're a pitcher. They should have better pitching. Defense is important. Accurate and unpredictable. I think I need to go with Nate Gunther. Likes ukuleles, dislikes J-pop. Sorry to all J-pop stands. It's not me. It's not me. Number 86, bats left, throws right. Welcome to the team, Nate Gunther. How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what, like 4 more starting pitchers, 2 reliefs, 2 closers? Delete all of these. They're not going to be pitching. Okay. Next up. SP2. Freddie Tanner, Jacqueline Time Warp. Good name. And Anita Brighton. Strong in pitching, strong in defense. Decent pitching, decent defense, decent pitching, decent defense. I'm kind of like... this one might just... Extremely powerful, extremely predictive, or extremely deceptive, but not unpredictable and barely accurate. Extremely patient, extremely composed, moderately armed, and quite reactive. Jacqueline Time Warp, I don't need to hear anything else. You are here. You are on the team, JT. And a lot of raw talent and tools to work with. I didn't even know that was a thing. Raw talent. Batting doesn't matter. They're not lucky. Strong in pitching and strong in defense. For defense, extremely patient, extremely composed. But moderately armed and quite reactive. And quite reactive? Oh my god. Did we just pick up like famous pitches? Did we just pick up Christy Mathewson, 1900 to 1916? Did we just pick up Randy Johnson? There we go. That's probably a better one. Extremely powerful and extremely deceptive. But not unpredictable and barely accurate. Okay, Jacqueline Time Warp, number 8. Bats right, throws right, likes badminton, and dislikes mowing the lawn. Welcome to the team, Jacqueline Time Warp. Let's do the Jacqueline Time Warp again. All right, SPC, we have Marcella Shong. I think that's how you say it. Levy Christie. Al Weeks. Pitching is a work in progress. You're out. Strong in pitching. Decent at defense. Solid player, solid player. Yeah, MC, right out. Why am I going to have a pitcher who's not who's will work in progress, you know? Ugh. Levi Christie. Strong in pitching. Hang on. It's P3. P3. Overall solid. Batting order doesn't matter. Luck, not lucky. And extremely lucky. Decent at pitching. Oop. And decent at defense. Decent at defense. And strong in pitching. I mean, already that's looking great. Oh, Tea Leaves TW, thank you for the follow. I assume you're from the writing server. Okay. So for defense, Levi is very armed and very composed. 7 out 8. But not aware and not patient. And then AW is very patient, extremely agile. But not armed and not composed. And then pitching. We have very sharp and extremely unpredictable. Unpredictable is fun. But not aggressive and barely accurate. And then very aggressive and extremely powerful. but not unpredictable and not accurate. I'm leaning towards Al Weeks. I like agile and patient. Uh, Man, but LC is strong in pitching. I don't know like what the difference is. I guess like their lowest or one of their lowest is only a 2 out of 8 instead of a 1 out of 8. Unpredictable is cool. Collecting Al Weeks likes collecting vinyl records, dislikes collecting foul balls. Levi Christie likes roller skating, dislikes baton twirling. Extremely aggressive and powerful. Oh, disconnected from chat again. You know what? The tiebreaker here, Al Weeks' likes and dislikes made me laugh. Welcome to the team, Al Weeks. Leslie's 8 out of 8 lucky. Starting pitcher 4. We have Wade, Guest, Doodles Carney, and Hannah Shadler. This is SP4, SP4, SP4. Doodles Carney, yeah. Solid, promising solid. Man, Jacqueline Time Warp, the raw talent is fascinating to me. Batting order doesn't matter. Luck. Very lucky. Quite lucky. And not lucky. Defense. Okay, well, decent at pitching. Decent at pitching. Decent at pitching. Strong in defense. Defense is a work in progress. And decent at defense. I mean, so far it's looking like Wade Guest. Likes paddleboarding, dislikes Minesweeper. Doodles Carney likes accordion and dislikes reacting. Oh, but I can't. I just can't. Extremely sharp and extremely commanding, not unpredictable, not precise. Very precise, extremely deceptive, not accurate, not sharp. Okay. Let's go over to defense first. Okay, Wade Guest for defense. Extremely patient, extremely reactive. Not agile, barely acrobatic. Oops. Okay. I'm sorry, Doodles Carney. It's a no. Great name. Maybe one day. We'll see you next season, perhaps. For defense, Hannah Shadler is very reactive, extremely aware. Very reactive, extremely aware is a great combination. Not composed and barely agile. And pitching, very precise, extremely deceptive. Not accurate, not sharp. Very precise, extremely enduring. But not unpredictable and moderately aggressive. What was there? There were only 3 out of 5 for pitching? One of their lower stats is moderate. Not very lucky. Reactive and aware. That's a great defense combo. Aggressive, enduring, precise. It's gotta be Hannah Shadler. Yep. Okay. Can I have another row? There you go. Where'd the rest of the spreadsheet go? Okay. Anna Shadler. Bat switch, throws right, likes baking, dislikes ventriloquism. Drafted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, our final question mark starting pitcher. We have Dustin Estes, Bus Christensen, and Jacqueline Wyatt. Overall, solid player, promising. Oops. Luck. Not lucky. Not lucky. Barely lucky. Defense, decent. Work in progress. And work in progress. Well, Jacqueline Wyatt is out. Let me tell you that. Because she's a 1 out of 5 for pitching and defense. That's the 2 things you need to do. Pitching, decent, and decent. Okay, so these 2 so far. Leaning towards Dustin. But let's look at defense for Dustin Estes and Bus Christensen. Jacqueline, when you say you don't like copyright theft, do you mean fan fiction or AI? Ooh, yeah. Likes ironing clothes, dislikes copyright theft. Buzz Christensen likes performing arts, dislikes getting beamed by the ball. Dustin Estes likes going to the mall, dislikes growing flowers. I'm glad that we're choosing between two lefties. You need a lefty. Okay, so defense for Dustin. Quite patient, very reactive. But moderately aware and moderately acrobatic. BK. Barely nimble and extremely reactive. I don't like that one of their top ones is barely. Not agile and not armed. Pitching. We have extremely accurate, extremely aggressive. Not precise and not unpredictable. And then BS we have... Where are they? Extremely accurate, extremely unpredictable. Not deceptive and not sharp. It's gotta be Dustin. Has to be. No question. All right, good starting pitchers. Nate Gunther, Jacqueline Time Warp, Al Weeks, Hannah Schadler, and Dustin Estes. Relief pitcher? Okay. Pitching is a work in progress. You're out, Rosa. David Normal. Strong in pitching, decent at defense. David Normal. Wow. And Grace Mancini. Grace Mancini likes curling and dislikes backpacking. David Normal likes cornbread and dislikes trumpet. Oh shit, David Normal is another raw talent. Extremely deceptive, extremely enduring, barely aggressive, and quite powerful? Okay, hang on. Moderately lucky. And solid. Moderately lucky is 4. Moderately lucky. Defense, 3 out of 5. And this is 5 out of 5. Okay. I mean, I'm already leaning towards David Normal. I think I have to get him, not just because his name is fucking David Normal, but he's extremely deceptive and extremely enduring. Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Extremely deceptive, extremely enduring. We can, he's a relief pitcher. Whatever. Barely aggressive and quite powerful. And then defense is... Can't wait for the personality quizzes based on these stats to come out. Let's see. Extremely composed and extremely reactive. But not agile and barely aware. Not barely aware is not good, but I'll take it. David, welcome to the team. I'm very normal about him. Okay. Teresa Muller. Teresa Muller? This is another relief pitcher. Aaliyah Okamoto and Kelly Gentry. Related to Elmer? That one's for all my 1960s film buff fans out there. Overall, promising, solid. Luck, moderately lucky. Quite lucky. And not lucky. Defense. Pitching is a work in progress. Teresa, you're out. Pitching is a work in progress. Aaliyah, you're out. So we're going with Kelly Gentry by default. Bats left, throws right, likes paper mache, dislikes shot put. Defense, strong in defense. Decent at pitching. This is normal. All right, KG's pitching. Very unpredictable, extremely powerful. But not enduring and not sharp. You're a relief pitcher anyway. And then defense, KG. Extremely acrobatic, extremely composed. And not aware and barely patient. All right, welcome to the team, Kelly Gentry, number 43. One more relief pitcher. Before I write you guys down, well, Patrick Otieno, Jupiter Faulkner, and Imani Claes. Pitching is a work in progress. You're out. Strong in pitching. Ooh, a raw talent. A raw talent. Promising. Luck. Barely lucky. And extremely lucky. Strong in pitching. And strong in defense. I mean, do I have to say it? Decent pitching, strong in defense. Extremely aggressive, extremely unpredictable, but not precise and not enduring. Extremely deceptive, extremely enduring, not accurate, and moderately commanding. Defense very reactive and extremely agile, not armed, not acrobatic. I'm going with Imani off the bat. Okay, Imani in the defense department. Very reactive, extremely agile. Not armed and not acrobatic. And then I see here. For pitching, extremely deceptive, extremely enduring. Not accurate. And moderately commanding. We don't have any commanding pitchers, so that's good. Great. Mani, welcome to the team, number 38. I didn't fully read what she liked and disliked. I read it initially, but I forgot. Our closer. Jungwei Kono. Bats right, throws right, likes washers, dislikes musicals. Kamiko Papadimitriou. Bats right, throws right, likes growing flowers, dislikes field hockey. And Akira Wolf. Bats right, throws right, likes automobile restoration, dislikes crowd surfing. Okay. So there's nobody that I'm throwing out right away. So ZK, KP, AW. This is closer. I hardly know her. Solid. Luck. Extremely lucky. Very lucky. And extremely lucky. Great. Defense. Decent at defense. Strong at defense. Decent at defense. Pitching. Strong at pitching. Decent at pitching. Decent at pitching. Okay. Let's go to pitching. This is ZK, KP, and AW. And let's do that here too, just while we're at it. ZW, KP, AW. Okay. Defense. Very armed, extremely aware. Not composed and not acrobatic. Extremely patient, extremely armed. Barely reactive and barely composed. And extremely armed, extremely patient. Not acrobatic and barely nimble. And pitching, we have extremely aggressive and extremely unpredictable. Not deceptive and barely accurate. Very deceptive, very enduring. Not sharp, not precise. Extremely powerful and extremely unpredictable. But not accurate and not commanding. Okay. Okay, so ZK, or strong pitcher. Aggressive and unpredictable is cool. Not accurate is not that cool. Deceptive and enduring from KP is good. Sharp and precise I'm not too hung up about. Powerful and unpredictable is great, but accuracy and commanding, Defense, patient and armed, but not nimble or acrobatic. Armed and aware. Armed and aware sounds good. I think we're going with Zhongwei Kono. Bats right, throws right, likes washers, dislikes musicals. And I think that's our team. Next moat in 9 hours. Okay. So our team. We have. Why is it like that? There we go. Oh. All right, everyone meet the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters. As catcher, number 42, Brandy Umar. On first base, number 49, Regina Kwan. On second base, number 10, Vernon Lindbergh. On third base, number 97, Coda Sexton. On shortstop, number 63, Alicia Castillo. At left field, number 21, Albert Parsons. In center field, number 14, Kibbles Dlamini. In right field, number 77, Sienna Boom. On second base. Oh, that's our designated hitter. Okay. Our designated hitter, number 93, Kamiko Wood. Starting pitchers, number 86, Nate Gunther. Number 8, Jacqueline Time Warp. Number 89, Al Weeks. Number 7, Hannah Shadler. Number 81, Dustin Estes. Our relief pitchers, number 4, David Normal. Number 43, Kelly Gentry. Number 38, Amani Clayes. And our closer, number 81, Zhongwei Kono. How fun. Lesser League. Lesser League subleads. Baseball, Precision, Isosceles, Liberty, Maple, Cricket, Tornado, Coliporta, Clean, Shiny, Psychic, Unidentified, Ghastly, Amphibian, Deep Harmony. So I'm in Maple? Oh, oopsie. Yeah, there I am. Niagara Autumns, Salt Lake City Cold Fusion Reactors, Laurentian Hills Shields, Orlando Scheme Bureau Hammerheads, Wallingford Multiple Anteaters, Saturn Globe Disruptor Project, Howie Abyssal Haunted Hounds, Greenbank Indicator, Detroit Determination, Hamilton Rolling Commercial Ducks. Great names in the Maple League. Are there games happening? Your team doesn't have a game today. Okay. Well, how did the Toronto Northern Lights do here? I'm guessing games start at the top of every hour, so we would have 30 whole minutes to kill. I think maybe we'll wait that one out, and maybe we'll come back later tonight and catch up on that. If we're not doing streaming with Moonshot, we'll see. Top of every other hour, 30 minutes until next games. Okay. They're in Central twos. The Centrals. Well, hey, 30 minutes. So is it like every... Hang on, info. What is this? Pick your greater league, form your lesser league squad. In the future, they're going to do like greater and then lesser. Oh, like alternating. That's fun. Home? Right now it's both at once. That's fine. Okay. Manage team. Anything to do here? Oh, good. We can see the likes and dislikes. Oh, and they have like a health bar? Election history, nothing. Proclamations. They're still proclamations. Wasn't that what they were called in Blaseball? How are the Northern Lights doing? Ooh. You hate to see it. 2-6. Blessings in baseball. Okay. Blaseball, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say, Riley, Chicago on top. Chicago Sears. Wow, you guys have a Kibbles too. Twitch ad perfectly on ooh, hate to see it. Fucking smash cut to IHOP. Oof. Oh, wow. Durhamshire Badgers. What is -11? What does that mean? -20? Oh, is that like how many games down or up we are? Something like that? Something like that. So is it like... I'm trying to just like vaguely judge. Yeah, it is like fewer teams in each league, lesser league, based on how many fans there are. Winner losers, very funny. Um, what was that one? Bad Axe Slimy Dragonfly Popcorn. Wow. Psychic League is Chicago. I don't remember what you are, Riley. Are you Chicago Dirty Line Cooks? That feels like you. River Thief Music. River Thief Music? Oh, here we go. Davenport River Thief Music. Nice. Ooh, this is fun. Who have you got? Where do you go? I like that you're a raccoon. 1-1. Good job. Rudo Takata, Jacqueline Cohen, Coda Nordstrom, L. Singleton, Kate O'Callahan, Judith Birch, Yahoo Trikovska, Marilyn Trevino, Niblet Kelly, great name, Leah Kostinen, Dylan Cote, Jacob Casey, Samuel Pitts, Rachel Hattori, Dara Myers, Mario Middleton, River Olson, and Brenda Alvarado. I would like to go and quickly see everyone's... Just take a little look at everyone's teams from the server. Pad. Yeah. Marn is something here. Let me scroll all the way up. Not all the way up, but yeah. Durham Fox Blasters. Lake George Lost Tourists. Great name, Jay. You click past Theo, who's one of the Fox teams. I wish I could like search. Oh, okay. Either Foxborough Quickest Brown Foxes, good name, or Durham Fox Blasters. People are so creative with their names. The Blasters, thank you. Precision? Hang on, I just had it. There we go. Fox Blasters. Brian O'Mahara, Lydia Fontes, Muffin Man Numora, Doc Akakpo, X Fredericks, X, Snickerdoodle Petty. Oh man, you guys got great names. Like, I know that's in part because some of you guys picked based on great names. What's the least popular league? Is that Deep? Yeah. Tokyo Fighting Fugu, Chicago Treasure Dungeons, Sao Paulo Capable Management Drivers, and Can't Spell Friends. Can't Spell Friends, I guess. Yeep. That's where I was just at. Harmony? Prague Mic Droppers, Zizig Zenith Yellow Xenacanthe, Lilburn Source Puzzles Concept, Toronto Forsworn Delivery Pigeons, Kill Devil Hills Flying Machines. Oh man. Tornado? Oh, that's a lot of people for Tornado. I'm guessing archers are isosceles? We'll have to look in the Discord. Damn. Damn! Pat is on top of the Cleopatra League. Yeah, look at that. Arnold Community College failures. Baltimore Crab, is this clown? Yeah, nice job, Pat. Leroy Crawford, Gianna Remington, Molly Lopez, Allison Bonner, Harvey Fry, Edgar Marsh, Emma Peterson, Janet Whitney, Likeen Nicholas, Piddle Snow. Oh, Piddle Snow, great name. Jamie Suzuki, Rodrigo Davies, Chloe Campos, Hazel Kamal, Mae Weston, Wanda Berg, Mateo O'Reilly, and Phil Iwasaki. Got any fun names? Noodlehead de Jesus. Wow. And Noodle-chan. Noodle-chan. Bel Air Bell Layers. Quackers Kohler. What league is Jay in? Oh, here they are. Duh. Lake George Lost Tours. Violet Larson, Crust Turnbull, Rascal Sokolova, Zero Babble Newton, Hiccups Darlington. Wow. I'm so glad that we have fucking something again for Blaseball. For fake baseball. MMOLB is a good name. So fantastic job to the dev whose name is Danny. Great job, Danny. Seems like you've been working real fucking hard on this. Oh, they're a mint, I think. Oh my god, they posted a list of all the attributes a player can have. This is why you look in the Discord. Yeah, yeah. It's in the announcements if you scroll up. The full list is accuracy, acrobatics, agility, aiming, arm, awareness. I don't even think I saw aiming. Composure, contact, control. I didn't see contact either. Cunning, defiance, determination. Maybe this is old. This is like a year old, actually. Presence, lift, muscle. They changed these, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they're St. Louis Archer. Fun. Makes sense as a Kansas City Breathmint, I suppose. Anyway, look out for the Wallingford Anteaters. We're gonna get you. Is it a season a week? Like, or is it a season a day? How do I find this information out? Exhibition season features 5 iconic weathers from the oldest era of Blaseball. That's fine. Sim should work. Season a week, I think. He posted in Discord, Sim should work until Friday, which to me says finals are on Friday. Makes sense. Well, am I really gonna sit here for 15 minutes and do nothing? Sit into Nerdle battles for 15 minutes? Open up Balatro? Let's do Sin and 2 Nerdle. Hang on. Someone, like, warn me when the game is about to happen. But I'll keep my eye on the ball. I gotta see how my players do. Rabbit Hole, Nicole Kidman, Miles Teller, Sandra Oh. How about Everything Everywhere? That's not Sandra Oh. Pirates. No, no, no. Star Wars Episode 1. That's not Nicole Kidman. Fuck. Whiplash. Listen, I'm not as good as Oak. Babylon. La La Land. Irrational Man. Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone. Uh, her. I'm playing sci-fi, right? Yeah. Eat, Pray, Love. Play 4 non-English language films to win. The films must be in 4 different languages. Either they're very good at this or they have high hopes. The Master. Nocturnal. I don't want to do Secnex. Joker. I'll do third X on Joaquin Phoenix. Nine 1900. Robert De Niro. Godfather. That was not Robert De Niro. Last Tango in Paris. Streetcar Named Desire, 1951. Is Marlon Brando in any other Godfather or besides the first one? We're about to be in bad territory for me. Ooh, Psycho, Anthony Perkins. Janet Leigh, Vera Miles, John Gavin. Rope. Must be a film Grey Park North by Northwest. Fuck the birds. You son of a fucking bitch. Sorry. What does Burn Book do? When your opponent plays a film outside of the top 1,000, reveals the top 2 build cast members. Thinking of ending things, fun. Being John Malkovich. Ooh, I should have played Anomalisa. Oh well. Bullets Over Broadway, John Cusack. Ooh, Jennifer Tilly, Seed of Chucky. Maggie Smith. Matrix. Why'd they laugh me on Matrix? It's the Wachowskis. And I'm playing sci-fi. Of course I'm playing the Matrix. Block. The laugh makes me think that you have something. Okay. Hairspray, Amanda Bynes. She's the man. They've used up, like, all of their things. Hateful Eight. Channing Tatum was in the Hateful Eight. Not MCU. Reservoir Dogs. I was trying to see if I could get a sci-fi one. Hey Google, turn the lights to 100%, please. Holy smoke. Kate Winslet, Harvey Keitel. Kate Winslet. Pirates? Skip me. And let there be light. I think we're both very versed in different areas of film. Uh-oh. They played something... Paul Livingston. Who is Paul Livingston? Fuck. Movie 43. Avengers, Mamma Mia, Little Italy, Nancy Drew, Help. Good game. I'll do a rematch. Hey. A rematch not because I'm salty, but because I thought they were a good player. Alright, what are they going to play off the top here? Easy A. Amanda Bynes was an easy A. Okay, how about Big Fat Liar? No way you're getting to a foreign language movie from Big Fat Liar. Holdovers, Paul Giamatti. Sideways. I hope they play another Giamatti so I can play Morgan. I remember Morgan 2016. Damn. I don't know who this is. Oh, Matthew Broderick, Reese Witherspoon, perhaps without her spoon. That's not Reese Witherspoon. Chicago. That's not Reese Witherspoon. Something about Mary. That's not Reese Witherspoon. Fucking Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's embarrassing. It's Reese Witherspoon, not sure. Who is Roxy in Chicago? That's Renee Zellweger. Ooh, Breakfast Club. Vacation. Now, if they play a third John Hughes, uh, that has Molly Ringwald, I can get to St. Elmo's Fire. Ooh, Caddyshack. Groundhog Day? Does that count as sci-fi? No. Lost in Translation. Fucking Ghost in the Shell. I don't know about this person's use of emojis. Ooh, Ghost World on Ghost in the Shell. Steve Buscemi, Monsters Inc. I should watch Ghost World. We read the comic way back in the day. Also, we got about 5 minutes until game time. Big Lebowski. Monsters University. He might go 10 Cloverfield Lane, in which case I'm going The Thing 2011. Raising Arizona. Is this Nicolas Cage? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent? It is Nicolas Cage. I don't like that we have no escapes. Hi, buddy. Are you coming out to see me? Hi. Archer's here. Hi. Ooh, Marriage Story. How about I can't do Star Wars right off of it. Ford v Ferrari? God damn it, he's not in it. Scarlett Johansson. Fucking Avengers. Hate to do it, but you know. Okay, 5 minutes to game time. Once this is over, we'll pop back over to MMOLB and commentate one of our games. Multiple anteaters. Less than 0. Robert Downey Jr., James Spader, Heathers, right? Yes. Oh, never mind, but Lisanne Falk is in it. Related to Feruza? Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Irreversible. Monica Bellucci. I'm not doing great on that. Skip me. I think my only recourse if they play another French film is to play like Black Swan or like, or fuck, they played another guest bar. Um, fuck. Black Swan. Or movies with French people. Ah. Red, white. How come those movies aren't in here? The red, white, blue trilogy? France. Okay. Great. Good game. Let's go back to here. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we can do some sports. Let me turn this back to sports. There we go. BRB. Sounds like it is just about to be MMOLB time. Baseball. I don't know who we find out we're up against, but we're going to be up against somebody. That is my guarantee. Future games are still cooking. Okay. I have a meeting at 5:30, so we're hoping for a quick win. Just gonna set that for a 5:25. Oh, refresh. All right, the Orlando Scheme Bureau Hammerheads versus the Wallingford Multiple Anteaters. It is very sunny. Play ball. Who's pitching? I don't know. Top of the first, we are Nate Gunther is pitching. Now batting Whitney Papagiannou. Fly ball to left field. Does that mean out? Homers on a fly ball to left field. Oh, Nate Gunther, what are you doing? 91-mile-per-hour slider. All right, Jake Waters. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. Jake, Nate, what are you doing? Foul ball. Strike swinging. Nate, come on. Thought I had a strong pitching team, Nate. Ball. Oh God, 3-2. Hits a fly ball to center field. Do not hit a home run again. Flies out. Let's go, Kibbles. Jeez, I'm Crow. Still the top of the first here. Gonna get a mound visit exactly. Now batting Zion Pham. Strike one. 0-1 with a 96-mile-an-hour cutter. Ball 1-1, another cutter, 99 miles per hour. He seems to like to not really throw fastballs. Strike 1-2. Foul ball. Count is still 1-2. I don't know how good of a commentator I am on baseball. Ball 2-2. Another really fast cutter on that one to the outside, low outside. Struck out swinging Zion Pham. Nate Gunther strikes one out. Now batting Elvin Jensen for the Orlando Scheme Bureau Hammerheads. Ball 1-0. He seems to like to throw around the pitcher or the batter. Ball 2-0. Ball 3-0. If Nate walks him, he is fired. Strike swing 3-1. Okay. Redeemed. Wait, why did he swing on 3-0? Hits a ground ball to second base. Grounds out. Vernon to Regina. Lindbergh to Quan. Oh. End of the top of the first. The multiple anteaters are up. Score is 1-0. We got Yahoo Picard pitching. Now batting Regina Kwan. Regina just helped get that first out. Strike, swing, 0-1. Ball 1-0. A cutter followed by a changeup, up and in, followed by down and out. Strike looking 1-2. Ball 2-2. I forget how disciplined she is. Ball 3-2. Apparently fairly disciplined. Regina Kwan walks. We got a person on first. Will show us said this is Regina? No. Now batting Coda Sexton. Foul ball. 0-1. Ooh, that was a nice tight cutter in there. I like that we can see where it was pitched. Sexton hits a fly ball to left field. Sexton doubles. Regina Kwan on third, Sexton on second. Kamiko Wood up at bat. Ball 1-0. Strike 1-1. Ball 2-1. Seems to be throwing a lot of slow curves to Kamiko. Kamiko hits a fly ball to right field. Flies out on a sacrifice, but Regina Kwan scores. Let's go. The Wallingford multiple anteaters have tied it up. Now batting Alicia Castillo. Ball 1-0. The second they hit a fastball to us, pitched fastball to us, hit it right out of there. Strike looking, 1-1. Is that discipline? I think she's disciplined. Ball 2-1. I should have the spreadsheet up on the other screen. Strike looking 2-2. Curveball right down the middle. Alicia Castillo hits a fly ball to right field. Flies out to right field. Henry Ribeiro. That is okay, Alicia. You'll get him next time. Now batting Kibbles Lomini. Hits a line drive to right field on the first pitch. Lines out. All right, well, we are at the top of the second now. Yep, end of the bottom of the first. I need a hair tie. Don't do anything while I'm going. Okay. Strike swing, now batting Sue Svachenko. 0-1. My hair is now tied up. I can concentrate. Strike looking 0-2. Throwing some lovely cutters. Fly ball to right field for Savchenko. Flies out to Sienna Bohm. We didn't care too much about her defense when we drafted her, but she made it count there. Now batting Derek Hughes, ball 1-0. This pitcher seems to throw nothing but cutters. Foul ball 1-1. Foul ball 1-2. I should have a like soundboard. Ball 2-2. Couple of fouls. Derek Hughes strikes out swinging on the 5th pitch. You hate to see it. Now batting, Casey Johansson. A line drive to left field on the first pitch. The suspense. Singles on a line drive to Parsons. Parsons just could not get there in time. Margaret Pope up to bat. Got Henry Ribeiro on deck. I believe that'll cycle us back to the front. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. Couple of outside pitches. A fly ball to right field for Margaret Pope. Singles on a fly to right field. Casey Johansson runs all the way to third. Henry Ribeiro, 2 outs. Batters on first and third. Fly ball to center field. Flies out. Kibbles Dlamini manages to save that 2 stranded. End of the top of the second, we're going into the multiple anteaters bat. Yahoo Picard still pitching. Riley as a Blaseball commentator, how am I doing? Sienna Bohm up to bat. Ball 1-0. On an inside cutter. Ball 2-0 on an outside curve. Ball 3-0, really pitching around Bohm. Sienna Bohm walks in 4 pitches. Just did not want to risk her hitting a home run. Now batting, Vernon Lindbergh. Ball 1-0. They're very disciplined. They're not swinging on the first pitch. Foul ball 1-1. Strike 1-2. Lindbergh hits pop-up. Come on, not a double play. Pops out to second base. Jake Waters. That's a shame. Our announcer's supposed to be biased. I am. Brandy Umar. Foul ball. 0-1. Who could not hit that curveball right down the middle? Ball 1-1. Ball 1-2. Another down the middle. Ball 2-2. Nobody seems to want to throw a fastball today. Ball 3-2. Brandy Umar unfortunately strikes out. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Now batting, Albert Parsons. Albert Parsons up at bat. A swinging strike. 0-1 on that changeup, low and outside. Ball 1-1. Ball 2-1 on an up and in curveball, trying to dust him off the plate. Ball 3-1. These pitches getting faster, but Albert Parson walks. Yahoo Picard walks the second one in this inning. Regina Kwan. She got a base on balls on her first outing at the plate, but strike swinging 0-1. A line drive to right field for Kwan. Singles on a line drive to right field. Bomb all the way to third base. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Can the multiple anteaters pull this one out? Now batting, Coda Sexton. Ball 1-0. Ball 2-0. This is a suspenseful one. Will Picard walk another into the score? Foul ball 2-2. The count is full. Bottom of the second, bases loaded. Oh, and we get a strikeout from Sexton. Unfortunate. But that's baseball. All right, going into the top of the third here, I definitely will not have time to commentate this whole game, but maybe I'll be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. We got Nate Gunther pitching once again. Whitney Papiano, 1-1, had a home run in the first pitch of the game. Ball 1-0, very smartly not pitching. Oh, pop up to first base. Caught by Regina Kwan. 1 out. Jake Waters flew out in his first at-bat. Foul ball, 0-1. Jake Waters hits a fly to right. Flies out to Sienna Baum, not having much luck in the third here. Can Zion Pham change that? I hope not. 0-1 struck out in their first at-bat. Strike, 0-1. That cutter got him. Ooh, strike swing. They really love the bottom, the low and out. Line drive to center field. Gets past second. Lines out to Kibbles Delomani. 1, 2, 3, down in order in the top of the third. Bottom of the third, Wallingford multiple anteaters up at bat. Yahoo Picard still on the mound. Kamiko Wood. She was SF. Sacrifice fly in her first at bat. Ball 1-0. Lovely RBI she got last time. A line drive to right field on the second pitch. Lines out, unfortunately, to Ribeiro. And I've gotten yet another email from a glitch system in the state's insurance program. Message them about that this morning. Unfortunately, they're working on it. Nothing they can do. I'm getting 5 emails a day. Ball 2-0. Strike 2-1. Strike 2-2, right down the middle. Ball 3-2. Ooh, and Alicia Castillo walks. Picard walks a third. Now batting, Kibbles Delomani. lined out in their first at bat. Ball 1-0. Fly ball to right field. A home run! Elisa Castillo and Delamani score! Multiple Anteaters up 3-1. Baseball. So exciting. Now batting, Sienna Bohm. Ball 1-0. Foul ball. 1-1. Up and in on that one. Ground ball to second base. Can she make it? Unfortunately, she cannot. 2-1. Or sorry, 3-2. Waters to Papianu. Papianu? Now batting, Vernon Lindbergh. Popped out in his first at-bat. Ball, 0-1. 1-0, sorry. Ball, 2-0. Anteaters having a good inning. But, line drive to right field. Can he convert it? Singles! Ribeiro can't seem to hold on to anything today. Brandy Umar at bat. Strike. 0-1. Struck out in their first at bat as well. Ball 1-1. Can they bring Vernon home? Foul ball 1-2. Ball 2-2. Foul ball 2-2. Right down the middle, how could you not swing at it? Ball 3-2. The count is full with a runner on first. Unfortunately, Umar strikes out, stranding a runner. We move into the fourth inning. I have about 5 minutes before I have to be out of here. Something you hear from many sports commentators. Alvin Jensen, 0-1. Pop up to second. And that is our partner coming in through the door from work. Hello, Mads.
Hi.
A sort of Blaseball-like game has come, and you can build your own teams as well as following major league teams. Isn't that fun? Alvin Jensen pops out to second base. I am streaming right now for the next 5 minutes, Mads. Just so you know. How was cleaning your car? How was it?
ADHD. I've been putting it off for years.
They've been putting it off for years, folks.
And it took less than an hour.
Isn't that just the way? Now batting, Derek Hughes, 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Ball, 1-0. I, in fact, completely missed Sue Savchenko's bat. Ground out to Regina Kwan. Foul ball, 1-2. Derek Hughes hits a ground ball to shortstop. I forget who shortstop is, but I remember drafting them. That's Alicia Castillo. Tosses it right to Kwan on first. End of the top of the fourth. Moved through that inning pretty quick. The multiple Anteaters keeping them at bay. Now batting, Albert Parsons. Got a base on balls on his first at-bat. Ball 1-0. Will Picard walk him yet again? Ball 2-0. Parsons is up there and says, I'm not swinging. Ball 3-0. Foul ball 3-1. Shouldn't have swung. You never swing on 3-0. Ball 4, 5 pitches, 4 balls. Parsons walks. Next up, Regina Kwan. 1-for-1, got a single on her last at-bat and hits a line drive right to center field on the first pitch. Singles! Parsons moves to second base, got a runner in scoring position, runners on first and second. Can Sexton convert that into 2 more runs? Or maybe even 1? Strike, 0-1. Sexton hits a pop-up to first base. Let's hope it's not a double play. Pops out to first. Unfortunate. Though I think that's the infield fly rule. I don't know if they follow that in MMOLB. Now batting, Kamiko Wood, 0 for 1. Lined out in her first at-bat, 1-0. Strike, 1-1. Fly ball to center field, can she do it? Ooh, flies out to Jensen. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, runners on first and second. Now batting, Alicia Castillo. Flew out in her first. Parsons steals third base. Runners on first and third. Ball 1-0. Strike 1-1. Castillo hits a ground ball to first. And I think that unfortunately. Oh, Castillo reaches on a throwing error. Parsons scores. Parsons scores. What an inning. Now batting, Kibbles Dlamani. 1 for 2. Got that home run in last inning, I believe. Foul ball, 0-1. Ball, 1-1. I wouldn't want to pitch to Dlamani either. Strike looking, but they are going right down the middle, hoping that Dlamani just won't get another home run, I suppose. Ball, 2-2. This is basically everything that we enjoyed about playing MLB The Show with custom characters, but with our own flair. Ball, 3-2. Count is full, but unfortunately Dlamani strikes out looking just as I actually have to go, so unfortunately that's where we're calling it. We'll see how it shakes out. Maybe if I stream later, we'll go over the rest of this game. Alright, but until next time, we'll see you later, MMOLB fans.